What is up guys, Alex from Lakey Wargames here and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be showcasing a Lumineth Vanari Warden that I've test painted for a brand new army that I'm working on for 2022. And I've tried a lot of new stuff on this guy and I'm excited to show them off to you and talk it through. So without further ado, let's get into this showcase. Alrighty, so before I jump into the showcasing itself, just put a little picture up on the screen of a new force that I'm putting together for 2022. I've been toying around with Lumineth for a little while since they came out, but now that's going to be my main focus for 2022. We've had from LVO the NIGHTHAUNT announcement for a new book for NIGHTHAUNT. For anyone that knows, I've been a massive collector of NIGHTHAUNT. They were my first Age of Sigmar army. Way back before they even got a book that came out, and there was literally like 4 units, 1 hero and like 4 units for the whole army. Yeah, so Lumineth is going to be one of my main focuses, and then when the NIGHTHAUNT book comes out, they're going to be my two main armies for the year. Got some other stuff that I'll be working on, but they're the 2 projects that I want to smash out. Picture up on screen is what I'm currently working with. I have a Calathar. The Calathar, the hero with the little dish and the smoke that comes out, the one that, you know, does all the emotional transference and all the good stuff, and a shrine that was not included in this photo, but that makes my little 2,000 point army. It's techless, 3 units of 10 Vanari Wardens, a unit of 30 Sentinels. I've got the Rune Endless spell from the Lumineth book and the spell portals, so just generic Lumineth cheese with cool stuff. But yeah, I was a massive high elf player back in the fantasy days, so as soon as Lumineth came out, that was just, yeah, it was straight on my to-do list. But yeah, so enough babbling about that. You'll see lots of it as you're coming. If you follow my social medias, follow Lakey Wargames on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, you see all the nice behind the scenes footage of me putting these guys together and building and painting. And if you follow me on there, you've probably already seen what we're going to be showcasing you today. So enough of the talking about the Lumineth, and on to the showcase. I'm going to put a few pictures up now for you, just sort of going through few and far between. This model, I've tried a lot of new techniques on this model, and I painted with some new paints I haven't used before. So I swapped to scale colour, scale 75 as some of you guys know it, for all of my greens. I'll put the recipes for all of my paints in the description below. I shared this guy at various stages in a couple of different painting pages. A lot of people were asking me what colours and stuff I used, so if you are interested in that, I will put it in the description below. But to paint up these greens, they're all scale colour 75, which I've always used Games Workshop paints. I've used a couple of Army Painter paints, literally like 4 different colours, like a red, a white, a black, and something else. I can't remember, it was like a yellow. Just like, I've never really painted outside of Games Workshop paints, and these scale colour paints act so differently. But I heard such good things about them online, so I brought a pack of greens to give them a try. And I thought, you know, what the heck, like, we'll give it a go. And wow. They took some getting used to. They definitely act very differently. Like the pigments in the paints, they are different to put on. They feel different when you're trying to water them down. Just, yeah, very different. They don't apply the same. Trying to get the base colour, the coat on, I used one of the darkest greens in the set, and it's just like, it's like super patchy, so I had to put loads of layers on it. But they were kind of paints I think they'd work really nicely over a Zenithal highlight. Like a Zenithal, do lots of glazing. They are amazing for blending lots of different colours together. I think that's traditionally what these sets are made for. When I brought the green ones, they come with a little card, and it tells you how to make all these different kind of shades of greens by mixing the colours together to get your sort of your base coats and things. So I've still got lots to learn about them, but I was really happy with the way this green came out. Put them on my wet palette and just using them in really thin layers. And at first, like I said, the colours were coming through really thin, really patchy. I was kind of thinking, oh god, like, these are, the internet says they're amazing, but I kind of can't see it. but then I stuck with it because I was like, well, it's very different. It's one of my things for 2022 as a sort of a personal hobby goal, is to try new things, really push myself, and I feel like I've done that with this model. I've tried a lot of new things. I tried non-metallic metals for the first time, as you can see on the sort of the scaled areas. I also did it for the tip of the spear, like the blade, but I want to go back and redo that because I don't feel like it's come out as smoothly as I could. And I tried doing it from a black into the greys for the silver, and then into a white. But yeah, and then after a lot of like looking online and stuff, people were saying you shouldn't go from pure black, like use like a really, like you can do it with lots of dark blues and things. So I was really happy how it came out on the scales. But for things like the bigger things like the blades and stuff, I've still got a lot more to learn. So I might even come back and repaint this guy's blade at some point. For the other guys I'm working on at the moment, I'm painting them all up to pretty much finished, and then just leaving the blades for now. And then I'm going to come back in and yeah, hopefully learn to do non-metallic metal blades really nicely. So we'll see. Again, all the colours for the bits are put down below. I may even make some future videos, like a painting guide. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, let me know. I can make like short videos, like how I painted the green, how I painted the bone, or I can do like a full Lumineth tutorial. We can go through paint one together. You guys let me know, and yeah, I'll put it out there. But this guy was an absolute joy to paint. I really loved using those greens. I really loved the way they came out. They are hard to photograph. There's a lot of blues in them, and when you take pictures of them underneath my lights, I've got two big sort of like almost like studio lights, and yeah, I took pictures of them on my phone and they come out like blue, and I was like, oh okay. But they're a really nice like royal, kind of like an indigo green, just really nice. And yeah, and all the rest of it is painted with Games Workshop paints, or again, it'll all be in the description below, the actual paints used for the recipes. But I really like this kind of, I wanted to use like a bright scheme. I wanted to stay away from like a grimdarky kind of thing, because I'm doing a lot of stuff with that already. I've done that way for a while. I want to go that direction with like my NIGHTHAUNT. I've been doing lots of like blood, gore, that kind of thing. So I wanted something that was kind of bright and proud, and I've been reading a lot of Living Cities, which I know have become big lately due to the rules and the changes with Stormcast. But I read Living Cities and I really liked the sort of the lore and the idea behind that, so I thought greens. Really like the old sort of style wood elves, and I've already got a nice Sylvaneth army. And then I was reading about Settlers Games, so that's like the Lumineth and the Cities of Sigmar kind of squished in together. And I was thinking colours that can go with that, and I thought of this nice like ivory, because it's it fits really nicely, like a naturistic kind of green and ivory. It works really well. I was originally going to do snow bases with these guys as well, but after putting up on some model pages on Facebook, someone said the bases are really nice as they are, they contrast the model nicely, so I've stuck the tufts on before the snow stage, and yeah, I really liked him how he came out. So yeah, really pleased with this one, and I think these are going to look even better in groups when they're all put together. I'm yet to paint the eyes on these guys because I'm getting a smaller brush, finer brush, because even my small detail brushes at the moment, they're all on their way out, so I need to replace all my brushes, and I'll get one specifically to do eyes, because yeah, that worries me. I don't want to ruin it, splodge them on the faces, so I'll get a proper brush for them. So just in case you wonder why the eyes aren't quite finished on this guy yet, that is the reason behind that. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap from the pictures now into a short video. You can watch some more of this guy going round and round, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed or enjoying seeing this guy, and there's lots more of them to come. Again, follow on the socials to see more of this lovely Lumineth, and we'll come back once we get the unit done. I'm sure be showing them off. I've got some really cool ideas with some characters and some fun things to do, and I'm sure Techless is going to be great fun to paint up. I can't wait to have it all on the table. But yeah, feel free to leave any comments, criticisms down below. Like I said, tried a lot of new things with these guys, especially on the non-metallic metals. I'd love to hear some feedback on those. It's the first time doing that for myself personally. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one very soon.